G'day and welcome back to Project 300. A quick but very important video today to discuss the recent theft epidemic of LandCruisers, including the 200 series, the 300 and the new 250 Prado. I suppose it was just a matter of time before the security systems of modern vehicles were compromised, and that is what's happened. Far more sophisticated than the key fob relay attacks, this new method for stealing these cars involves accessing the vehicle's data system called CANbus. They aren't mucking around either, happily cutting holes in the tailgates of Prados to access the wiring required. As can be seen in this video from Melbourne, the LandCruiser 300 doesn't fare any better. The thieves hack a hole into the front door, then within a few minutes are using a black market device to get into the CANbus system and inject a series of false commands. The factory security is soon bypassed and the car unlocks. One of the thieves then jumps in to disable the factory GPS tracking, so don't assume that will save your pride and joy. Then a quick push down the driveway to minimise noise before the car is started and driven off. These thefts are being undertaken by organised crime groups, and most of the cars are likely on a ship and exported to the Middle East or Africa soon after being stolen. I have seen a few comments on this saying something along the lines of, "That's what insurance is for." But you know what? You're still up for the excess and the higher premiums afterwards. You're still without a car for a while, and you've lost all the time and effort it took to build your car in the first place. If you have a LandCruiser 200, a 300 or a new Prado 250, I strongly recommend you add additional security measures. There are a number of aftermarket immobilisers available which prevent CANbus injection attacks. And it's also relatively simple to just install an old school hidden kill switch to disable any one of the numerous circuits which need to be powered to start the car. Having to take these steps isn't ideal though. This problem is really Toyota's to solve. When a serious vulnerability is identified in a regular piece of computer software, it's usually patched within a few days, weeks at the most. It's now been almost 3 years since CANbus injection thefts began. And long before that, more than a decade ago in fact, security experts identified the CAN vulnerability and have been publishing warnings and offering solutions ever since. Yet the manufacturers, including Toyota, have still not implemented adequate security into their CANbus systems. I put a series of questions to Toyota Australia about this issue last week. Unfortunately, they didn't answer them directly, just saying that they're working with police and that they constantly update the security features of their vehicles. No answers as to when the security will be updated or whether they plan to offer a fix for existing vehicles. You can read the questions and Toyota's reply on the Project 300 website. I certainly hope that they're doing a lot more than it seems. Toyota should be acting as a matter of urgency to prevent these attacks via a recall to upgrade the software or hardware of existing vehicles. And your first call after watching this video should be to Toyota's customer assistance line to demand that they do exactly that. Hundreds of cars have been stolen just in Australia, and until this security flaw is fixed, we'll all be paying for it through increased insurance premiums, or worse, the total loss of our cars. Maybe a class action is what's needed to get something done. Thanks for watching. I've added a security page to the website at project300.com.au. and I'll keep that up to date with developments moving forward. Now get onto the phone to Toyota and I'll see you next time on Project 300.